special event. I'm here with Cedric McMillan, the very, very last athlete that stayed to the very end of the meet and greet. I want to give you props. I want to say that's amazing. I'm impressed. The fans appreciated it. Why did you do that?
Well, I thought we were supposed to stay until, everybody left, right? But, I was hearing stories of guys getting up and leaving while they still had a line of people waiting, and that was just something that I never could do. While this bodybuilding is going the way that it's going for me, I can remember being that kid looking up to bodybuilders in the magazines and wanting to be like them one day. Well, as popularity grows and experience grows and things like that, I'm still true to that same person that I was. So because of that, yeah, I'm not, because look, I know what it felt like when I was a kid or when I was, young in bodybuilding and looking up to somebody and maybe wanting to talk to them and they give me the cold shoulder or they brush me off. I know what that felt like, and I don't ever want nobody to have, an experience like that after an exchange with me,
Yeah, the perception of you is definitely going to stay positive after tonight. And definitely, this is my first time meeting you. It's an honor. I've been a fan from afar, but now you're competing at the Arnold. On my predictions, I had you as third. What do you think? Who's your biggest competition this year for the big win?
Well, when people do predictions and they say I'm something less than first, then that always hurts. It always hurts. But, you just got to keep it real. And, it's people out there that are great. And, you kind of got to step aside for them to show their greatness. As far as me and how I feel I will stack up with the group, I don't even look at it like that going into a show or look at who my competition is, right? Because I'm competing for a totally different reason from any of that. I don't go to a competition to win first place. I don't go to a competition to win money. I don't go to a competition to beat anybody. I go to a competition to try to display an era of bodybuilding that I fell in love with. When I first started competing, I wanted my body to look a certain way, like the guys that I fell in love with. And as bodybuilding changed around me, before I even got a chance to do the sport, I seen it changing, and it became something different. But my vision never changed. So now here I am now, still holding true to what my vision was. And being that sometimes I feel like I'm last of the Mohicans, right?
You have a golden era type physique. I appreciate it. By the way. Yeah.
And so, but I can remember when I turned pro, nobody was ever talking about golden era physiques. Nobody was talking about old school physiques. Nobody was talking about aesthetics.
Right.
But as I came along, then that stuff kind of is coming up to the forefront.
As if that's an odd thing.
Yeah. Well, the point of it all is that maybe it's like a movement taking place, and if it can be something that I'm doing that's helping to take bodybuilding back in a more positive. Well, I don't mean positive direction, but if I can take bodybuilding back to an era where it was, when it was so loved and it was so popular, and it inspired all of us to want to look like that. It inspired people that were already in the gym, and it inspired people that never lifted a weight before to want to improve their bodies, looking at those guys from back in the 70s and 80s and stuff. When I come to a show, whether it's a competition or a guest appearance, I look at it as my chance to display my artwork, my chance to display my version of what bodybuilding is. And I don't need to be put in a first place spot to be appreciated. And I've learned that because last year,
I watched last year.
Pretty close to feeling like, man, I got this one, and I was still trying to have that I need to win mentality, whereas winning a show is where I would be able to determine my own worth. If I lose, I'm a loser. If I win, then I'm a winner. That's how I felt. So after what happened at the show, I was a little bit down on myself, and people were calling me, man, Arnold is downstairs talking about you.
Arnold thought you should.
Yeah. So then it was like, hold on a second, this changes things. So you mean to tell me, I can lose and people can still love me, or I can lose and people can still support me? So I competed, a few other times later in the year, and same thing, I was getting beat and stuff, but people were like, nah, fuck that, Cedric is the one,
Right.
So
you're up there looking incredible. You are winning.
Right.
By virtue of.
So that made me take, the focus off of winning and put the focus more on trying to display, like I said, my art and trying to represent, you know.
I love that you call it art.
Yeah, and I told you what I'm representing. I'm representing an era, you know. So when I get up there against these guys, you know, I just want to make sure that I look the part. If I can make people say Cedric should have won, then they can put me at 5th.
Right.
And I'm cool. You know, now I don't want no judges to think Cedric don't want to win, so you don't have to let him, you know, but
you're bigger than that.
It just allowed me to take my focus and my determining my self-worth based on where I got placed. Then I'm able to just focus on going out there, because now it's you see how many people were in my line and how many people waited. I can remember being at the first one of these, 2013, and there was nobody coming to see me, right? And then now I got a line, you know, and then so now
they ain't stupid. They see what you're doing.
And so what I say is that means the support is growing. But guess what though? Usually who gains support? Winners gain support. You know, when you win, then people jump on the bandwagon with the winners, you know? So for me to not be winning shows and stuff and the support is growing the way it is.
It means they get your perspective.
That means that support is genuine, and that's a true love. And that means, you know, when you look at art or when you listen to a song, you have to have a deep enough level of understanding of that in which you're looking at or listening to be able to appreciate it. Yeah. So, you know, you can look at some people's physique and it can just be intense and you say, wow, but then you can look at somebody else's physique and just be like, man, to where you can't even say nothing. You know what I'm saying? Right. And so, and I feel like the people that follow me and the people that support me, they on that next level shit. And that's where I'm at. I'm on another level with what I'm trying to do. Right. You know, and so having these people now, listen, I can't even think about I'm tired, I need to eat my food. I look and I say, oh man, number one, I think I'm sad that they gotta wait so long. Right. And then I just think how appreciative I am that they even wanna wait. Yeah. Like, because look, I'm just a country boy from South Carolina. I ain't nobody special, you know? But then people wanna line up just to talk to me and take a picture with me. That's a blessing. Yeah. You know, now we can look at it like work. We can turn it into work. But that's a damn blessing, man, and it's something that you're supposed to be appreciative of having that opportunity, you know.
I can tell that you're genuine. I'm genuinely impressed back.
Yeah. Listen, you can take the money away from this, and I'm gonna take my ass to work, and I'm gonna still get ready and put some oil on and compete because I love it for so many other reasons other than the superficial ones. You know, I don't need no popularity. I don't need no social media superstar status. You know, if I can just get up here and pose and some people, you know, enjoy what I'm bringing, and it can inspire some people to want to lift some weights and stuff, then that's it for me, you know. And then if Arnold like it, man, shit, I don't give a fuck.
Got the golden word, right? I mean, he's got
who don't like it. I don't give a fuck who don't like it. If Arnold like it, that's like it's a wrap. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So it was able to help me develop a sense of peace within myself, because I was, you know, I've always, you know, had self-confidence issues, and I wasn't one of those dudes that was like, I lack self-confidence, so I lift weights to try to...
No compensation.
No. It wasn't like I lift weights because I loved it. But even as a kid, I was working out before I even understood what self-confidence was. But as I grew, you know, the muscles didn't give me no confidence. You know, if anything, it made me even more critical of myself because I wanted my body to look like this. You see?
Tweak it.
Yeah, I don't want to be big. I want to be like this, you know? So I'm even more critical of myself. So having those issues with, you know, not being very confident, not believing in myself, that makes things like competition very, very hard for me because I'll be so nervous. I'll be so worried about if I look good enough, if I could be good enough to win and stuff.
Seems like you've come a long way then.
Well, see, the thing is now, then I see that it's so many other reasons people like me than, oh, he got first place.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's like people are truly liking me for what they see in me, and you know,
for your actions, for your
and what I'm trying to represent. Yeah, right. And that right there.
For your left pec.
There is no superficial in that. Yeah. There is no just jumping on this temporary bandwagon. None of that. It's all the love and the support is all genuine, and that means something to me, you know, and it makes me feel good, you know, to be able to do that. And even if I do have issues where I'm not believing in myself or having confidence in myself and my abilities, I can have confidence in your confidence in me, if that makes sense to you.
It becomes
So yeah. I know
your energy can grow from my energy. It becomes more than the sum of the parts, etc.
So I know I'm nothing special. I'm just a country boy from South Carolina. But
you're doing something.
But damn it, Arnold like me, and so that make me like myself. You see what I'm saying?
I do.
So I'm able to gain it, you know, and through a third party, I guess, you know. So
I seem to have a habit of being with wacky chicks. You know, I remember one time I went to this club, and there was this fat chick there, and I don't do fat chicks, man. I don't like fat girls. But this one girl, there was something sexual about her. She was kind of sexy.